I don't think there's a hard landing scenario that's really going to play out. I think China's been through a difficult June, July, and August of 2015, 3 challenging months, and it's brought out lots of negative opinion, lots of concern, a lack of confidence in Chinese policy that's made people who have negative views and bearish views, and even in some cases apocalyptic views, it's made those views sort of verbalized and outspoken during these summer months.
But it is a clear fact that China's economy is slowing.
China's economy is going through fits and starts, and it's been the case really during the last 2 years. There's been a recurring pattern, 2 or 3 months of growth, 2 or 3 months of slowdown. When the slowdowns come, people globally tend to become very concerned, very fearful, and those fears got exacerbated during this summer of 2015.
There's no doubt global stock markets have been wobbling because of perceptions about China's slowdown. Is the reaction globally overdone compared to the state of China's real economy?
I think the market reaction globally is overdone. I think China is going through a very normal transition from a state-controlled, state-dominated system to a more market-oriented system. It's going to take a long time.
I was going to say, how long?
I think everyone is impatient. My own sense is it's going to take a decade, 2 decades. You have to remember historically, China went through a huge period of economic modernization that began under Deng Xiaoping in 1980. And for 35 years, China grew at very, very significant growth rates, 10 and 11% per annum growth rates. The Xi Jinping and Li Keqiang government that came into power 2 or 3 years ago realized those strategies were exhausted. Those years of very rapid, significant credit expansion, those strategies were exhausted. And they were smart to realize that and smart to create a new plan, a plan for reform, a plan for opening up, a plan for liberalization and deregulation. But Andrew, that plan is going to take, I think, 10, 20, maybe 30 years to effect.
Does China this time around, if it needs to, have the tools to do another major stimulus package to boost the economy?
I believe China's got plenty of financial firepower, plenty of financial flexibility, and plenty of policy levers that it can pull. I still believe China's got lots of options in which to stabilize the economy.
Talking of reforms, there has been hopes and expectations there would be market reforms, and there hasn't been the pace of reform that many people had hoped there'd be.
Correct.
Do you think it's been put back because of the local stock market gyrations? Do you think it's been put back because of political concerns?
So I think the international community believes just that, Andrew, that the reform effort will now be slowed and will detour slightly. I don't really believe that. I think the government is going to remain very committed to reform and opening up. I think you'll hear that in Xi Jinping's visit to the United States in September.